Hi everyone, it's Flashkey P coming in from Melbourne, Australia. And let me tell you, I get some fantastic book authors, and I've got to say, Madeline Bocaro is one of those great book authors with her book, In Your Mind, The Infinite Universe of Yoko Ono. How are you today, Madeline?
I'm great. Thank you for having me.
It's always a pleasure. Now, I just want everyone to see the book. If you'd be kind enough to hold it up,
Yeah.
it's a worldwide big seller. And I also want to say it's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And also it's in their archives there. What sort of a feeling is that?
It's fantastic. Yoko needs to be honored and revered and respected. And it's great that it's in the library there where people can read her true story.
I got to say, I love the cover. Who did the cover? Because to me, it's like, how can I say? It's simplistic, but it's like so real. Like, I'll give you an example. I've seen artwork from Europe that looks like that, and it just simplifies everything and it's just beautiful.
It's gorgeous. I had seen it online as a greeting card, and I asked the artist if I could use it, and she was thrilled. She said, "Yes, I had tweeted it out, and Yoko loved it too." So I'm just so happy to have it.
No, I just reckon that's fantastic. Just bring it in a little bit closer. It's perfect up a bit. That's fantastic for all the fans there. Then we want everyone to go and buy it because it's a fantastic read. Now, since you started the book right in December 20 was 22,
Well,
tell
that's
me
what
how
I
the book sort of took off from there.
So the book, it ended up getting recommended by Olivia Harrison on Instagram, and she photographed it at Friar Park in the window, which is thrilling to see. I've been mentioned on the Sirius channel, the Beatles channel, by David Frick and Tom Frangione. They featured it on Yoko's birthday show last year. It's just really gotten great reviews in Goldmine and Mojo, and uh, uh, Yoko and her colleagues, they've been supporting it. Sean has been very supportive. I can't be happier. And all the hosts that have been interviewing me are Yoko fans. They've all been thrilled to be reading about her life and her music, which I put in there, dispersed throughout the book, a chapter about every album. And I didn't just shove it in the back like a discography. I really put it in the place where it belongs in her story and discussed every song.
Now, it's amazing. And as I said, Yoko's a unique artist with her own flair and own independence when it comes to art. And I mean, you just have to look at all the fantastic things she's done. I mean, art is art, and it's how you put it out there. She's just fantastic.
She puts it out there. It's not just hanging on a wall. It's there for you to participate in, and it's to heal you, to make you think, to have a meaning in your own life. And it's all coming from her childhood of loneliness and experiencing wartime as a child. And she went through a lot of trauma, which a lot of people don't know. And she had a very distant relationship with her parents, and so did John, and that's where they bonded. They had that similar abandonment in their childhood. So she really, it hits home. It's just like John's first album, Plastic Ono Band, how it's raw and emotional and it's dealing with all his pain. All of her artwork is like that. And a lot of people don't understand it, don't get it, but they're relating to it now because she's got her first huge retrospective in London at the Tate that just opened this month. And she had a big one in New York, 2015, the Museum of Modern Art had one woman show, which she had staged as an imaginary show in 1971, and it became a reality. So yeah, it's come full circle.
And doing the research on the book, I'm just saying that must have been fascinating. How hard was it getting all of that information together for the book, and how long did it actually take to write?
Well, the book wasn't really a book. I had just been collecting articles and things about her since 1968. When I was 10 years old, I just fell in love with her ideas. And when she got together with John, I started collecting everything, magazines, radio interviews, and watching them on the TV all the time. And I've been writing about her all my life, some for publication and some not. And then one day I got some software and was able to put it all in there and organize it, and realized I had a 550-page book. So I fleshed it. It took 2 years to flesh it out once I put it together. And it's just revelatory because I knew exactly where to pinpoint the quotes from her. I had luckily saved everything chronologically, so I could go back in my archive and grab a quote from anyone about her and her music and her art, and speaking about like complete interviews with her alone, where she got to really talk and wasn't interrupted and answering questions about the Beatles and John. So this is really insightful book.
That's an amazing achievement. And as I said, to end up at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I mean, what more can you say to that? When you knew that was happening, how did that feel?
That was really almost immediately, it was accepted in there, and she's actually one of the first people who cut the ribbon when the hall opened with Little Richard. There's a whole team of people there. So that's so great that, it's there now.
When you reflect now on the book, as I'm saying, have you got something coming up, or do you want to do a Yoko Ono, let's say another book, or is there something that fascinates you now that you'd like to work on?
I'd like to. I'm so busy promoting this book. I don't want to let it die because it exists and I want as many people to know about it. And I'm doing the Fest for Beatles fans next coming weekend, February 9th, 10th, and 11th. I'll be there all 3 days. I've been there the last couple of years. People are very receptive to the book there, and I'm doing some panel discussions, and even just in the brief talks I'm doing, people are coming up to me saying, wow, I just learned a lot. People just don't, there's so many lies written about her that, people haven't really researched the truth.
But the great thing, you'll be doing signings there and they can pick up a copy of the book with you. How great's that?
Yeah, I'll be signing it, and it's just a fantastic place to be, and especially at the airport where the Beatles landed exactly 6 years ago on the day they're having it. It's going to be so special.
I know that's really, really cool. Someone said I should come down, but at the moment I've got so many commitments in Australia, it's hard for me to get away. But I will do something around the world when I actually leave Australia. So as I said, with this Beatle Fest, that's great news. And as I said, everything's promotion. But you know what? You can tell that your motivation is for the love of Yoko and what she's achieved. Isn't that the greatest thing?
It's great. I mean, this is somebody, I kind of adopted her. She was just, she's like a big sister in my eyes. I always admired her, and she has so much to say, so many words of wisdom. There has to be a reason why John loved her, and you can see why when you meet her and you've been with her for 5 minutes. I mean, she's incredibly warm, incredibly intelligent, brilliant, and she changes your whole view of the world and things you would never think of. Like water is more valuable than gold, or, she's always talking about negative space, the things that aren't there, things in nature that we should be slowing down and respecting. And she was an ecologist, but way back before, it was popular to be. And her songs, everything every form of media she uses for the positive. And she's a humanitarian. She gives to everyone, charities, individuals, and it's all done anonymously, so people don't really know about it. But she's very, very comforting to everyone she meets.
That's just fantastic what she does and all the charity work and helping the world. Now, Tell everyone where they can buy the book from online.
Yeah, so it's on Amazon worldwide. So if you're international, you really probably want to do that for the shipping cost alone. But within the USA, you can get the hardcover, which is this one, only at conceptualbooks.com with an option of having it signed by me. And people are buying this overseas and paying the exorbitant shipping costs just because they want this beautiful edition. So that's great. And the book has a website. It's inyourmindsbook.com. You can read excerpts there. You can see all the glowing reviews and a lot of pictures and some podcasts I've done.
Yeah, I also want to say the biggest distributors in Australia here, they're selling the book too. I've already checked that out. So, it's already moving here in Australia. And what a big worldwide seller it is. Everyone's got to go out there, buy the book and actually read it. And as I said, go to the Beatle Fest, buy the book, get it signed. I mean, how great is that to actually meet you in person?
Oh, it would be great. So I'm glad to see you again. You've had me on once before in the very beginning, so I appreciate.
Sorry, we
Yes.
appreciate you having you on, Madeline. As I said, anything else breaks, let us know. The Plasky EP show's here. And I just want to thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you so much.